the latest reveals for Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC and the introduction of Mega Zeraora. I thought I'd give you guys the update on where we're at for new Megas and also break down the entire Pokedex leaked for the Mega Dimension DLC. Let's dive in. Alright, so first things first, Mega Zeraora revealed, pure electric typing. I'm actually a big fan of it. Doesn't look like much of a Mega, but does have a color swap. But I think it still looks epic. I think this is a really good design, so I'm not going to be a hater here. We've already had Mega Chimecho revealed and Mega Baxcalibur, and the Pokemon account has confirmed that on 12/2, December 2nd, that will be our next reveal. So it seems as though we're going to take a little holiday break here to focus on some turkey munching, and then we're going to be back on 12/2 with another Mega reveal. And in this video, I'm going to break down all of the Pokemon that are returning in the Mega Dimension DLC that were leaked from data miners and recap the Mega Evolutions that are also coming at the end of the video, including what I think could be revealed on the 2nd of December. Make sure you guys like the video if you guys enjoy this type of content, and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We are working our way towards 1 million subscribers, so take a second and hit that subscribe button. All right, I'll be real. I was very excited yesterday when I saw that trailer and my boy Crobat was in it. I'm a big Crobat fan. Of course, the Zubat, Golbat, and Crobat line are indeed returning to the Mega Dimension DLC. We've also got Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff returning, so some really fun friends from Generation 1. And then we look to expand into the Meowth line. So we're going to have not only regular Meowth, but Alolan Meowth, and then Galarian Meowth. Lots of Meowths are coming. It's going to be interesting to see how we're going to obtain these. It may be possible that you only get one form and then maybe an NPC trades for the other forms. They've done that in the past, so it remains to be seen exactly how you're going to obtain these different forms. But with us going through Hoopa portals, I think really anything is possible here in this DLC. And we're going to see Pokemon over level 100 for the first time since I was a kid using the Missing No glitch, which is crazy to think about. Then you've got the Mankey and Primeape line, introducing, of course, Annihilape, a really cool Pokemon. And then Farfetch'd, Surfetch'd, getting all that Farfetch'd love in there, as well as Marowak, Cubone, and Alolan Marowak. So, seems like we might be going to the islands after all. Mr. Mime, of course, Mr. Rhyme. We got the Galarian Mr. Mime. Lots of options there for our good friend Mr. Mime. And Porygon and its evolutions also making their debut here in the DLC. Gonna be really fun to see some baby Pokemon like Igglybuff, and then one that I'm quite excited for is Quillfish, and it's of course new form, and then Overquill. Very cool to see some of these Galarian forms. Again, it's gonna be interesting to see how they integrate them into the DLC, but with Hoopa's portals, anything is really possible. Then you've got your Hoenn starters, of course. The Hoenn starters have to show up because they're like the only Megas that aren't in the game yet. You've got Trico, a Sceptile, then you've got Torchic through Combustion and Blaziken, and then of course you've got Swampert and Mudkip's line there. So those starters are coming back in full force with their Mega Evolutions. Do not be surprised to see those Mega Stones hidden behind this ranked mode though. I still gotta get my Delphoxite. I gotta go do that at some point. Then you've got Swalot, Gulpin. I don't know why anyone wants these in the games, but they're there. Spoink and Grumpig, and then you've got Zangoose and Seviper, so some really cool duos there. And then Feebas and Milotic going to be returning, so prepare yourself for the water. You're going to find yourself a little Feebas floating around. Kecleon, of course, returning as well, and then Chimecho, which we know now has a Mega Evolution. Then you've got some Legendaries, and we got to have Legendaries because we're going to make some donuts. We're going to go hunt these Legendaries through these portals. You've got the Laddies, which have Megas. You got Kyogre and Groudon. You got Rayquaza. All of these have Mega Evolutions, so you're going to be able to power them up to their most strong forms in the Mega Dimension DLC. Then we go to Staraptor's line, and spoilers at the end of the video, Staraptor, very important here. You got some more baby Pokemon, and then you got the Rotom forms. Rotom, of course, being able to change into a multitude of different forms. You're going to be able to obtain Rotom. Kind of weird that Rotom wasn't in the base game, right? This is a Pokemon where you're using its phone throughout the entire journey, but they don't actually have Rotom in the game. Heatran and Darkrai, two mythical Pokemon coming into play here. We're going to be able to get these legendary mythical Pokemon. Very, very cool. Then we're moving into the Unova region. So we've got Purloin and Leopard. You've got Masharna, and you've got Munna as well. Throw and Sawk. And then, of course, Yamask and its alternative forms. So you're going to be able to get Kofagrigus, Runerigus, and then Fungus and Amoonguss will also be returning. Randomly, Cryogonal makes it in, and then Golurk and Golett. And, of course, Golurk, one to keep an eye out on. As we move into our Justice trio, Cobalion, Terrakion, Virizion, and of course Keldeo, and then Meloetta, another mythical making its return. Genesect as well, with all of its different drives. Very interested to see Genesect come in here. I'm curious to see how that's all going to play out. because, you know, again, traveling through these different portals, anything can happen. I'm very curious to see how they're going to integrate some of these into the storyline. Crabrawler and Crabominable, another Pokemon that's going to get some special love here. And then Wimpod and Golisopod, which is the one I am most excited for. I am anticipating the most is Golisopod. Then you've got Sandygast and Palossand, and of course Mimikyu, and then Magearna as well. Marshadow, Zeraora, very important, obviously, getting its new Mega Evolution. And we've got the Meltan line as well. So you've got Meltan and Melmetal. A lot of mythicals. So this really gives me vibes like when we went through Galar and we were doing those Raid Den adventures. I really feel like they're going to try to capture that magic here again. Send us on some sort of missions to be able to go find these legendaries. And if we could shiny hunt them, that would be pretty cool. You've got Rookidee and you've got Corviknight's line. You've got Nickit and Thievul. You've got Toxtricity. You've got Clobopus. And then some of the evolutions I highlighted earlier. And then we go to Indeedee as well. So Indeedee making it in. Going to be very interesting to see little Indeedee here. Then you've got more Pico. And then again, more evolutions. Cleaver, Overquill. And then, of course, you've got the little Fido, which will be really interesting to see. And then the new Parrot, Squawkabilly, which is, again, some of these Pokemon, I forget they exist at this point. It's actually crazy. Garganacl, very excited for that little guy. And then Charcadet. And, of course, its new evolutions, Armarouge and Ceruledge, both making it in. So I know fans of Scarlet and Violet are going to be happy to see that. Mabostiff and its pre-evolution, as well as Grafaiai and Shroodle also making it in. And then Scovillain here. Scovillain, a big one. That's a pretty big one. Tinkatink and Tinkaton, that's evolution line, as well as Cyclizar making it in here. Then you've got what's it called? Glamora with its Toxic Spikes, another one we're going to highlight here in this video. And then Grievard, too. So, some really cool Pokemon. Flamigo, which, by the way, I've been playing some Pokerogue. Flamigo is insanely good. If you guys want to see me do Pokerogue on the channel, let me know. But that game is really fun. Donzo and Tatsugiri. Annihilate, Baxcalibur, and then Gimmighoul. All that good stuff there. So, some really interesting pieces of the puzzle there. Gimmighoul and Goldango, which I'm a big Goldango fan. So, I'm very happy to see Goldango. But then, that is not it, because the Mega Evolutions have leaked, and that is kind of the quintessential piece here, is what's happening with the Mega Evolutions. Now, we've already seen a few of them, right? We've seen Raichu get its Mega. We've seen Chimecho get its Mega. We've seen now Zeraora get its Mega Evolution. What else is getting a Mega? Well, we have the information from the data miners. What is a-coming? Mega Absol's coming back, baby, with a new Mega Evolution. Much like Charizard had Charizard X and Y, we got a new one coming for Absol, a new one coming for Garchomp, and a new Mega coming for Lucario, which a lot of people are speculating is going to be a Dragon type. That would be crazy if that actually happens. Staraptor getting a Mega. Please give me Flying type. That would be very cool. Hawlucha, too, could be very dope. Heatran and Darkrai, two legendary mythical Pokemon getting Mega Evolutions, much like Zeraora. Then you've got Golurk turning into a cannon. Yes, to the guy in the comment section. I see you with that. We've got the Meowstic here, which certainly has to do with the detective. And then Crabominable as well. Crabominable getting a Mega Evolution. Golisopod. I've been saying Golisopod. I'm going to say Golisopod because there's someone in the comments who keeps telling me I'm saying it wrong. I read your comments. I really do. Magearna getting a Mega Evolution. Scovillain, Glamora, Tatsugiri, and of course Baxcalibur has already been revealed. So as we look ahead to December 2nd, when the next Mega is going to be revealed, something on this list will be revealed. Based on the fact that they just did Zeraora, my guess is they're going to do another mythical. I think they're going to do Heatran or they're going to do Darkrai. That is my guess. I think they're going to do one of those two. Curveball left field, I think Lucario would be the other pick. I mean, I would be happy to see Mega Golisopod, but I think Lucario would be the one that made the most sense to tie into the fact that Corinna's returning. They obviously give you a Lucario at the end of the story. I feel like there's a lot of synergy there, so I would not be surprised to see that. Which Pokemon are you most looking forward to returning in the DLC? I already told you I'm Team Crobat, very excited for that. Golisopod, very excited to see what they do with that. Those are probably my two main ones. I like Overquill a lot. I think that's a really cool dude. And I want to see Scovillain. I feel like Scovillain with a Mega could be so spicy. Pun intended. Make sure you guys hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Let me know what you're most excited for. And stay tuned for more updates here on the channel for the Mega Dimension DLC. Thanks for watching.